Scorpio, welcome to your September preview reading. We're just going to take a look at what's coming in for you in September. I am super tired, Scorpio. I took a full night of rest and a nap between the first half of my signs and you because I want to be fresh. I want to be good and on my game for you guys. I know two of my biggest supporters at the moment are Scorpios, and I love you guys. So I want to get the best messages for you. I do love Scorpio energy. So I'm drinking my coffee right now with you guys. Cheers. I am so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. It's like I can't sleep enough. I'm also hot, which makes no sense because it's not hot. It's actually kind of chilly. So I don't know what this is about, but it's annoying. I thought I'd mention it because I'm just like a little irritable. I don't know, maybe you're irritable. I have been, very focused on getting into this reading and getting into your energy. So whenever that is the case, I always kind of feel like maybe I should share how I'm feeling in case it's how you're feeling. So we're going to try to get the best, most positive messages for you, though, going into September. Let's get started. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides. For Scorpio in September, please show me what's coming in. Insight. Ooh, pretty. Insight. We have commitment and trickery on the split, number 50 and number 8. And insight is number 26, another 8. So, okay. I don't like that trickery card. Cancer, fellow water sign, also got the trickery card. It wasn't anything for them to be aware of, and it's probably not anything for you to be aware of, to be worried about, to be aware of. I do think it's something perhaps that you are becoming aware of, is what I should have said. Let's keep going. Spirit for Scorpio. What's coming in for Scorpio? All right, 5 of Wands. Let's get another one. I don't really like how that fell out. The Emperor, similar to Cancer. Yeah, strength and justice on the split. So we have Aries, Leo, Libra energy. Okay. I'm not going to say anything. We're going to pull one more card from the Moon Oracle. We're pulling from the Urban Crow Oracle, the Crow Tarot, and the Moon Oracle. I'm not sure if I said that. We are heading into eclipse season, Scorpio, and the eclipses are happening on the nodes as they usually do, which are Pisces and Virgo. Full moon in Pisces is exactly what's happening. I believe on September 7th, we're having a full moon eclipse. Full moon in Pisces. Lunar eclipse. We're going to get you one more because I don't like the way that came out either. Can I get one more for Scorpio, please? No, just one. One, please. Okay, adjustments are required. Third quarter moon at the bottom of the deck. And I have to mention this since commitment was on the split. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. I don't. Anyway, the card that came out is Supermoon. Emotions are running high. That could certainly be the case. I mean, we're literally having a full moon in Pisces, which is emotional in itself. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. But it's also an eclipse. So certainly emotions could be running high. I already have more cards for you than I've gotten for most people, Scorpio, but I'm going to pull one or two more cards here. Spirit, can you give me more information for Scorpio? Tell me about the Six of Swords. Tell me about the insight. Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. Queen of Wands. Okay, you could be Nine of Cups. Yeah, I don't... Let me just tell you what I'm feeling, okay? Like, all of these cards came out. The Five of Wands fell out, and the balance, spirituality, and practicality, they came out very limp, okay? Oh, I mean, often I won't even take cards that come out like that because I like direct, clear communication. But I mean, they technically came out, so I took them. So yeah, whatever this fight is, it could be with an Aries because we do have the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, which are both Aries for me. But they're both, Aries is Mars energy. So this could have something to do with someone you're fighting with, potentially Five of Wands, somebody trying to compete with you. But at the same time, I feel like it's a really weak, like, I just feel like it's a really weak effort. Like, I'm laughing because it seems like kind of a joke. But for others of you, this could definitely be about your energy. You could be feeling, like I stated, just kind of like you're sliding out of bed, like you're slumping, like dragging your feet to get coffee or tea or whatever, you know. But with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck, like I feel like you're a little unbothered by any of this. Like, I don't know, this doesn't feel serious to me. I asked about the insight card. I got Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is earth energy. For me, it's Capricorn, but take it however. I personally don't think this is necessarily a person, but it could be. I feel like this has more so to do with your finances or your resources or something in your environment. Six of Swords, some of you could be changing. Okay, you could be changing careers, you could be changing jobs, you could be leaving behind, and that would kind of explain this feeling I'm getting of like whatever. Like I'm getting a very like I said, unbothered sort of energy. Maybe you are leaving some type of workplace or situation where there has been conflict or competition. And this, with the Six of Swords, it's like you're just kind of floating away from it all, right? Just, I'm out of here. Or maybe you know you're planning to leave, or you know you're planning to switch something up here. I feel like you're leaving something. So it's like you just do not care. You're just like unbothered by whatever this conflict might be, because you're just like, well, I'm not going to be dealing with this for much longer because I am leaving. Back to the insight card though. Yeah. I hate to say this, I hate to bring this up, but I can't ignore it with the insight trickery at the bottom of the deck. And once again, I was clarifying the insight card with the Queen of Pentacles. So, I mean, you could be getting some kind of information. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles can be like a counterpart, a partner, you know, she's committed. I would take the King or the Queen of Pentacles to potentially symbolize that in a reading. Not so much the Queen of Wands, but the Queen of Pentacles I would consider potentially standing in for someone you're in a committed relationship with. There could be some trickery going on. I have to say that. And I swapped these. Oh, that's so interesting. I swapped these and put them in the wrong place. Insight and trickery. We also have nature. Okay, so sorry, this is all over the place, but I do feel like this is all a possibility, so I don't want to leave it out. We have nature underneath trickery. So, I mean, this could be something like some sort of weather event or something happening like outside of your space that could be causing problems. But once again, I just don't really feel, I feel like you're unbothered. I feel like you're prepared. There we go. The Emperor is prepared. I mean, first of all, he's the Emperor, and this is the highest card out here, so I would always take that as your energy, and I definitely do when it comes out after the Five of Wands. It's like, yeah, it's like this, whatever's going on, okay, maybe nothing's going on, but whatever is going on, I just feel like you're just kind of like not responding. I feel like you're just kind of like walking by like, okay. I don't know if that's making any sense. Because you're prepared. The Emperor is prepared. The Emperor wears his armor, right? Like his, I don't know, his battle gear underneath his fancy clothes. And he sits on his throne at ease, like I feel you are. But underneath it all, he's ready to go. He's ready to fight if he has to. And I feel like that's kind of your energy right now. Let me read this insight, guys. I feel like I'm missing something. But yeah, emotions are running high. I feel like other people's emotions are running high. Maybe you too. I mean, you are a Scorpio. You have deep emotions. I know that. But for the most part, I feel like this is like outside energy. And then I think this is your energy here, balancing spirituality and practicality. Like I feel like you're balancing, yeah, we'll get to this card in a second. But like, I just feel like you, unlike so many other signs that I've already read for so far, I feel like you are looking at the whole picture. I feel like you're seeing, yeah, Six of Swords. I feel like you have like an aerial view. It's like you're taking in everything as a whole, and therefore you're not really dwelling on things that you know are inconsequential or things that just aren't going to really matter, like in the scheme of things. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, so insight, and I'm familiar with this card already, but I wanted to read in case I'm missing something. Crows and ravens are problem solvers. There you go. Crows make tools and learn from each action. In this illustration, you see the crow dropping rocks into the water. After testing a couple of rocks, the crow began to understand the relationship between the stones and the water. It learned that with each rock, the water would rise, and as a result, the buoyant shrimp would rise too. Insight asks that you take the time to examine your situation, test out different strategies to gain wisdom. When you understand the relationship between all contributing factors, you will be able to identify actions that yield little benefit or remove any obstacles that may have been in your way, and in turn apply strategies that expedite success. Yeah, precisely. I feel like that's exactly what's going. I feel like you're already doing this. If not, then that's the advice. But I feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like you have the insight already and you're implementing that. I mean, I don't know what to say. I feel like if there is trickery in your environment, trickery of nature, things like this, I just feel like it's like you're prepared, right? Like if there, you know, I don't know, I think it's hurricane season in some places. It's like, even if something like that's happening, it's like, well, I already prepared for this. I'm already ready. I have everything, you know, it's like I just have to push a button and voila, like emergency preparedness plan. I feel like you're very organized. Or, you know, you just have things lined up. I don't, like, I'm trying to think of like what else I could tell you that you don't already know, Scorpio. I feel like you already know. I feel like your energy is very strong here. If you are moving jobs or making changes to your environment, moving your resources, whatever your jam is, I feel like for sure it's going to be a good move for you, okay? If you're moving anything and it's related to your resources or your finances, it is going to be a good move. Because I don't normally get this off the Queen of Pentacles, but it is one of the messages of the Queen of Pentacles, talks about multiplication, multiplying, reproduction. The rabbit who is here, he is here. The rabbit symbolizes that, right? Fruitful. There's also like trees. I don't know what that is, but I want to say it's like date trees. I don't know. You might want to look up the symbolism of dates because that's like sticking out to me. I don't know if those are dates, but that's the word that popped into my head. That might be meaningful. I feel like my job is mostly just like give you homework so that you can inform yourself better, because I don't feel like I have much for you, Scorpio. I feel like you're just unbothered. I feel like you're unbothered. You're prepared. Maybe that's what you need to hear, is that you are prepared. You're fine. Nothing's going to shake you, I don't feel. Anything else you want me to tell Scorpio? I feel like you already know everything. Anything else for Scorpio? Well, there's the Strength card again. Two of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you guys definitely are in an independent energy. You're in a boss energy. I feel like you're ready. I feel like you're prepared. I feel like maybe you're being recognized for that. Maybe that's what this is about. Other people's energy, things going on around you might be running high, right? People might be frazzled. They might be coming to you. The Emperor, the Strength card. You are very likely a source of strength, a rock for others at this time. But I feel like you can handle it. I feel like you're prepared for this. I feel like some kind of insight that you have is going to be the key to getting through potentially some sort of turmoil, okay? Five of Wands, trickery. The Six of Swords. I mean, the Six of Swords is literally the card that comes after the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords is like a lose-lose situation, like a battle that can't be won. I don't know, it can be very underhanded, shady stuff. So, but I feel like you have the insight and you have whatever it's going to take to get through the situation. You might need to be a resource for others. Okay, I feel like you're way ahead of this compared to me. So I hope that is some reassurance, Scorpio. I hope that helps or makes sense. I love you guys. I will see you soon.